What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we're me going over and summarizing all the insane things that were just announced in the Bungie stream, showing off the Reef and some really cool things. There's honestly so many changes to Destiny, it's overwhelming. If you maybe have given up on Destiny or you didn't like parts of its progression, I'd definitely urge you to watch the rest of this video, especially towards the middle and the end of this video. I'm going to go over some of the changes because they've done so many things and listened to what the community has been asking for a very long time. So if you enjoyed the video and if you're excited for the House of Wolves, make sure you give the video a like rating, and also leave in the comments which of the things I'm about to talk to you guys about is your favorites. Which are you most excited for and which do you like the sounds of? So we're going to start with the Reef. This is a little bit of a walk around. You can see what the Reef is like. It's another social space just like the tower. Its proper name is the Vestian Outpost because the Reef is like a general area, like similar to a planet, I guess, with a ton of places inside, like the Prison of Elders, and the Vestian Outpost is the tower-like area, which is one of those places inside the Reef. So we can see some of the skyboxes, how purple it is. It's very, very cool. And one of the most important things is that the Reef is actually available to you even if you don't buy the House of Wolves DLCs. You don't even need to purchase anything to be able to go to the Reef. It's open to everyone. You can buy and sell from the vendors. It's just the same, but of course there are materials obtained from the DLC activities as rewards, and of course there are missions that you do need the DLC for. But a lot of this stuff, pretty much all of it, is available if you don't have the DLC. There's a lot of features I'll talk about towards the end that are available for absolutely everyone, which is really, really cool. And we can see Petra Venj here, who you might remember from the Queen's Wrath a long time ago in the tower. She's the Eris equivalent for the House of Wolves DLC, and you'll be able to get quest missions. You can see emblems and shaders from her. We've got this like really, really insane ship, which is probably the most insane ship I've ever seen, and I cannot wait to be able to get that. It's very expensive, but it's a very, very cool ship. We can also see Variks, who is a fallen vandal, who's from a house we've never heard of before called the House of Judgment within the Fallen hierarchy, and he runs the Prison of Elders. He'll be the vendor in charge of that. You could trade stuff about that. There's things called Judgment Chances, Armor Cores, and Weapon Cores, which are all new items, and these are going to be involved in Prison of Elders, upgrading your weapons, pretty much like raid weapons. And he also has this really cool auto rifle which looks like a fallen shrapnel launcher, so I look forward to seeing what that actually is like in action. We can quickly see some ships which are very, very cool, and each represent some of the fallen houses. So you've got the House of Winter, House of Devils, House of Kings. You'll need a token of flight, which seems to be a reward from the Prison of Elders, and there's also some shaders on the bottom which are all representing fallen houses as well, so they look very cool. You've got a yellow one for the House of Kings, a red one for the House of Devils, and so on. And his inventory apparently resets every Tuesday with the reset, which is cool. We've got Brother Vance, who's the vendor for the Trials of Osiris, and they didn't go into too much detail with him, but they will next week when they're going to do a stream all dedicated to the Trials of Osiris, so look out for that next week. And in this corner we have the Bounty Tracker, Vault, and Postmaster, which all reflect the exact same ones in the towers. They're all identical, they're the same bounties and same items, and it's not like extra vault space, it's exactly the same as the tower. And we also have our brand new Cryptarch, which is called Master Ives, and they didn't show him anything in his inventory. Maybe he'll sell engrams or something really cool. And also Deej pretty much said that Xur will be visiting the Reef as well, so you can expect him there. And then we go back to the tower, and we're shown why the tower is really relevant and some really cool changes that's been done to the tower and the vendors there, because you might be wondering why still go there if the Postmaster, Vault, and Bounty Tracker are all exactly the same in the Reef. Now this is where it gets absolutely insane, and they announced some really cool things that the community's been asking for a very long time. The Speaker will exchange materials, so you can now exchange a lot of these things on the bottom. So I myself, for example, have like 500 Ascendant Shards. I could get 250 Motes of Light in return if I want to. Probably won't be the smartest idea to get rid of that many, but you get the picture. You could do a lot of exchanges. You can also pretty much sell your Ascendant Shards for Glimmer, which is really awesome as well. There's a ton of new trading you can do with this Speaker, so that is really, really cool. Speaker now essentially has a use he didn't really have before. You could buy some small like cosmetic things, but now he has a real use in Destiny. We also see some cool new Monarchy perks and new gear that he has, and weapons are actually brand new and not just reskins. Here are two new armor sets from the House of Wolves that we've shown on the Warlock. One of the best things they've done hands down is you can now upgrade old legendaries all the way from launch day to 365 attack, and this is done using Glimmer, Spirit Bloom, and Etheric Light, which can be attained from the Prison of Elders, the Trials of Osiris, and the Nightfall Strike. So again, you don't need to buy the DLC to be able to upgrade your old stuff, and armor works the exact same way. You can be 34, which is the new level cap, with old raid gear. We don't know exactly all gear that can be upgraded to be 34, but we know the Vault of Glass gear and Crow's End gear has been shown, and you can do that. And we don't know if Etheric Light will upgrade armor too, or whether armor requires something different, and that's really, really cool. All of our old weapons and armor are still relevant, which is amazing, and I'm really glad they added that to the game. And to finish the stream and show something even more insane, you can now reforge weapons with the gunsmith, who now has use as well. So not only does he sell telemetries, which is cool, you can now re-roll your weapons and get random perks for a price. So that is really, really cool. The gunsmith now has a use as well, just like the Speaker. And also we were told that commendations are going to have a really important use in the game, which is good, but we don't know exactly what that will be. Bungie.net showed us an absolutely insane looking Warlock helmet called the Ram, and this is just ridiculous. I want this thing so badly. It's a really cool looking Warlock helmet, and it's an exotic one that will be coming in the House of Wolves DLC. And there's also this very strange looking rocket launcher, which is probably an exotic one, and that's been shown in the images, and also this epic picture of the Lord of Wolves shotgun, which we think is the Mythoclast or Necrasm equivalent. That has been a ton of information. Hopefully you guys have found it informational. If you did, then be sure to give it a like rating. I massively appreciate that. Took ages to kind of like collect all the information because there was literally so much to condense, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you stay up to date with the latest news about this game and the House of Wolves DLC. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.